We all struggle with weakness and sin. Some of us, it takes a lifetime to overcome. Some never overcome those weaknesses. But it's important to praise God that salvation has nothing to do with what we overcome or not, but through the sacrifice of Christ who paid it all for the sin we struggle with, so that we are no longer condemned by that sin in God's eyes. And that's where our hope comes from. Hope is not that dependent on our own abilities, but on Christ's death. Use your weakness and your failure to keep yourself needing God and His strength. Because our weakness can make us get closer to God by always needing to call on Him when we need Him and focusing on the strength and the victory. Typically, our weaknesses can pull us away from God, and if we focus on the sin and weaknesses and not on God. 1 Corinthians 10:13 says, "No temptation has overtaken you that is not common to man. God is faithful, and He will not let you be tempted beyond your ability, but with the temptation He will also provide the way of escape, that you may be able to endure it." Now, it's important to understand love versus lust. Love comes from God and is who He is. Lust comes from the enemy and is of our human desires. We can only love because God loved us first. Lust will never satisfy us, but the love we find in Jesus is the eternal answer. How do you beat lust? Well, you want to have something more than lust. You need to have a heart change from the very thought of sinning. Would you cheat on your girlfriend? Would you cheat on your wife? Lust has a purpose of getting you away from your God-given purpose. Lust's purpose is to make you comfortable and satisfied for where you are in life. When we give in to lust, we are giving in to the wicked ways of Satan. And for that, you need to realize that this is a battle, and this is a battle you may battle for the rest of your life. It's kind of like having the devil on one side and God on the other, and God is telling you to come to Him in truth. This is something that all Christians struggle with, and we may struggle with it for the rest of our lives, but it's a decision that needs to be made, and we can have peace in knowing that our salvation does not come from our actions, but from Christ's death and belief in Him.